All right, man, let's get straight to it. A lot going on in the Twitter space, a lot going on everywhere, but let's just stick to this for right now. Looks like Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever will be playing more nationally televised games than any NBA player this year. Luka, LeBron, Steph Curry, Giannis, Jokic, SGA, whoever you could think of who's big time, Caitlin Clark is the biggest. And you know what's crazy? NBA players play 80 games. Caitlin Clark only plays 44. Imagine if Caitlin Clark played 80 games. She would have 60 national televised games, if not more. What does that tell you? That tells you right there they're having the same. This is the same media right contract, right? This is the same whoever's broadcasting the game, CBS, whoever, right? They want to see Caitlin Clark on that screen. Why? Because the analytics came out. This is the problem with people. They don't understand how a business or analytics work. They don't understand it. Caitlin Clark is must-see TV. It's not going to stop. She's bringing in the fans. You think, let's be honest right now. Whose decision ultimately do you think it is to move these games to NBA arenas? Ultimately, whose idea, whose demand do you think it really came from? If I own a WNBA team, you don't think the owner of the WNBA is in my ear telling me to move it? This has to do with the owners of the WNBA. We're talking about girls going from playing in a 4,000 seat arena to now a 12, 20,000 seat arena. That move was made by the WNBA. Why? Because after last year, after all the doubts, is it just hype? Oh, is it going to last? Oh, can CC do it while they have NFL on? What's going to happen with this or that? Guess what? The analytics came out. The analytics proved that Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are the biggest draw. There's no explanation you could give me that LeBron James, the biggest star in NBA right now, is getting less national televised games than Caitlin Clark. There's no argument. I'm not saying she's bigger athlete than LeBron or some of these guys I'm naming, but what I'm saying is it's clear that the numbers are there. 1.5 million this, 1.7 million this. We expect that to break this year. And now I'm sure that's what all of the head office of whatever companies are looking at. Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark. She needs to be on the TV. They look at social media. They look at everything. They're looking at all numbers across the board. What has Caitlin Clark done? When you hear that you have a girl in the WNBA who has brought in 30 plus million to a city, and she accumulates for over 27 or something percentage of the WNBA, what they brought in this year, and she that girl alone, one person, she brought in more than 27%. Oh, she needs to be everywhere. It's time people stop, talking out loud with their feelings and really start thinking about it as a business. Caitlin Clark analytically is bigger than most pros that have ever played the game of any basketball, any sport. Caitlin Clark is going to be in that top. Let's just say there's out of 30,000 professional athletes to ever play, Caitlin Clark is going to be in that top 50. For sure. Most impactful, viewership, record-breaking this, record-breaking that. And then what I'm seeing on Twitter, I have a whole separate video on that, is absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting. How can you say these networks are playing favoritism with Caitlin Clark How? If so-and-so or so-and-so put it on paper, on analytics, we could go and backtrack. This is when we get into the business. Let's turn off feelings and let's get into business mode here, huh? Let's go look at last year. If you could give me another girl who could compare to putting up the numbers as that Caitlin Clark put up, as far as viewership, ticket sales, everything, then we can have that discussion at the table with the big bosses. They made a decision for a reason to have her on TV. She's the biggest. She's the biggest. And Indiana Fever, guess what? Guess why she was on TV last year? Indiana Fever weren't supposed to win shit. Indiana Fever were playing exciting basketball. Let's not just talk about her viewership numbers. If you go watch highlights from Indiana Fever games and you go turn on a Atlanta Dream or whoever else, it's nowhere near the excitement is watching Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever play. I'm sorry. You got Kelsey Mitchell out there dropping threes. You got Lexi Hall corner ball spotting up, knockdown, playing defense. AB rolling off the pick and roll, doing her thing. Running in transition. This is supposed to be y'all were supposed to put belt to ass to the Indiana Fever. What happened, WNBA? You let Caitlin Clark in the 11 game winning Indiana Fever from last year come and put belt to ass second half of the year after the Olympic break? What happened? What happened? What, you guys are Olympians and you guys are all-stars and all this stuff from last year, and you guys have done all this in the league and you guys are so physical. Why was Caitlin Clark and the nobody Indiana Fever putting belt to ass after the break? Why? Why? That's on you guys. You guys let Caitlin Clark put herself in this position. This was your league. What happened? This is your guys' league. Right? You guys dominate this league. Caitlin Clark didn't dominate Cheryl Swoops, but she's on 41 national televised games. What happened? You don't get this without breaking 63 records. If she didn't break 63 records as a rookie, she ain't getting 41 national televised games. If the Indiana Fever weren't winning basketball games last year, going overtime, doing pretty much underdogs, beating teams' ass that were not supposed to get beaten. You think, no, the Indiana Fever put themselves in this position. So while you guys out there crying about it, go win some basketball games. Go play exciting basketball. Maybe your ass could get 41 national televised games. How about that thought? Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever would not have got 41 nationally televised games if they were not winning basketball and if they did not play good basketball. I'm telling you that now. Not 41. They wouldn't have got it. If the Indiana Fever going 2-11 and they losing basketball games all year, they're not getting that. They earned it. You could argue with whoever. They earned it. You add in all the viewership and all that, record breaking this, record breaking that, they earned it. On top of all of that, then you could have said something. But guess what? They were winning basketball games. They got into the playoffs. They weren't supposed to get into the fucking playoffs. Rookie Caitlin Clark, and you have a team that only won 11 games last year and 7 the year before that. They weren't supposed to get in the playoffs. So what I'm seeing on Twitter is a little disgusting. And I'm going to talk about it on a separate video because I'm not done. I'm not done. So, look, it just shows you, man, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever having 41 nationally televised games, and the Lakers only have 39, and this is supposed to be the biggest of the biggest. The big dogs are speaking. The media is speaking. This is what they want. They want Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Especially now. High expectations. Championship team. But here's what I would say. Be happy. Because 41 teams or 41 whoever's playing in those 41 games, guess what? You're on national TV as well. What the fuck are you going to do about it? How are you going to go about it? You're going to go not answer interviews? You're going to go not answer questions with a fucking attitude? How are you going to go about it? You're going to go play good basketball? Put yourself on the map, maybe? Maybe that's how you should go about it. And excuse me, I'm a little fired up today. First one of the day. I opened up my Twitter. It's a Friday. This is what I'm seeing. I didn't even get on to that yet. I'm just going based off this. I'm going based off a business standpoint. So I will have something separate. Bring a little fire. Because what I'm seeing on Twitter is disgusting. And that's all I got to say, man. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Like I said, man, first one of the day. Off a couple of, you guys know how to do a couple shots right here of espresso. So I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up, bro. I'm going to catch you on the next one, bro. I'm out.